Hey everyone, welcome back to Total Realism Imperium Surrectum version 0.6. In the last video, I mostly just dove straight into war, talking about the units available to Achaea, who I was fighting and why I was fighting and where I was fighting, and all of that is realistically a massive part of the 0.6 update, but I've barely dwelled on things like these buildings I've been destroying, the foreign recruitments being tier 4, is because like the colony buildings and the recruitments have sort of been rolled into one thing and they work differently now. There's all sorts of new cultures. If I hit space and toggle this on, which I've changed settings over to that now for better performance, like you can see there are so many new cultures around. It's not just the type of Greeks we used to be. When I'm doing stuff like choosing to build this trader, it's the only building here, but the trade stuff's been overhauled so aggressively, I don't even know how to compare it. So we'll start talking about optimizing once like a city grows and we can see the effects of the new system. But for now, a ton of the new stuff is just going to be the invisible things happening in the background, where it's definitely affecting the game balance and flow and matters quite a lot. But it's the less obvious and engaging stuff than the war for Greece, in my opinion at least. Anyway, I believe we have to finish bullying the Boeotians. It looks like between turns, Athens decided to join in and fight the Aetolians, only they didn't launch the attack, which leaves me confused, as there are no walls here. Okay, no, joke's on me, they do have walls. I can't zoom in any further than this, but I will say this map might not do a great job of portraying the walls that this city has, because I can't see that. Although it results in the same criticism for Athens, right? Should have started the siege. What are you doing, my man? Speaking of sieges, though, let's handle ours. They have one guy in the city? Oh no, that's no good. As soon as I went to the battle, I came back to this. I'm so used to automatically fighting the battles, but it's 600 versus 14. Surely auto-resolve takes less than 20 casualties. Alright, nope, I was correct. I need to fight every battle manually. Thanks, very hard difficulty. Alright, I see the sick beat is back. It's time to bait them in with javelins and see if we can just win with the cavalry charge in their rear and a javelin volley into their front. It looks like that's gonna be a steamroll. Yes. I think if I click continue, we take more friendly fire. Because I'm pretty sure the one wound we've already taken was friendly fire. You'll notice that casualties inflicted 0, so we took 5 wounds, they were all friendly fire. Don't quite know who all died there. The dangers of using large number of javelins against a small number of foes in enclosed spaces. But yeah, notably less than 100. What the hell was the AI talking about? We're gonna keep enslaving. We really need these original places to grow and become usable recruitment centers down the line. Let's take our spy. They should be around, right? Yes. We need to pop in here. Ooh, why is there a 28% chance of success? Was it that bad on the other stuff? 50% there. You know, it's probably related to the number of units in the city. But I think just having the spy closer will give me more information about the units here. 70, so it is damaged. We've got 5 units and way less than a quarter flag. I think they're currently damaged in their fight with Epirus. And if I come, God, the Greek city-states are just scary as hell. I'm sorry, what was I saying? I think I can deal with this easily and quickly right now. You don't need a boat. I'm looking at this, you can see the yellow highlights. You can walk down all of this. The boat will make it faster to get back though. So it's still worth having, and the boat also allows me to sidestep this rebel and just have corruption for all time. So again, that's also pretty nice. Do I dow the Acarnanian League immediately? I would say the one sure thing is that we destroy their recruitment building, but they don't appear to have one here, so never mind. Let's see if it's possible for my diplomat to get through this turn. All right, we're looking maybe okay. Maybe okay. All right, we've made it further into the pass. We've stopped again. I'm just going to stand here and wait my turn, I think. I've got enough movement that I may as well check and see if there's no path around, right?
Yes, master. Yes, master.
Nope, blocked here too. All right, that rebel stack's huge. We're gonna wait for the Greek city-states instead. Oh, hey, this guy's gotten a lot better. He's a courteous, outgoing, and virtuous diplomat now. Good job. My cheapest unit is the bad missile unit. I've been getting good value out of these guys. But if I have to leave something behind, I want to keep this because it can run down retreating units really effectively, stop them from regrouping. But that might be a false dichotomy. I might not have to choose at all. If we just walk out of the city, they're fine. They're fine. No one's on this boat, right? They're fine. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, we need the boat to get down here. We can walk down all of this, yes, but we can't actually get to the last city, or what will be the last city of the Achaean League. All right, fair, fair, fair. Hopefully this can't recruit, because if they're just like slowly massing a small army over there, I'll be kind of miffed, but it shouldn't be a big deal. I'm going to start a boat in this city, even though I almost certainly don't need it, because it might be impossible to get this boat out. And if that's the case, I'll just disband it and finish recruiting here. Otherwise, I'll just get rid of this boat before it finishes. But I might need this boat. Speaking of needing things, I definitely need that farm. We should probably check to see, like, is the farm as good as I think it is? In addition, it's making 68 as opposed to a trader, which will be making a little bit more now. Hot damn, I love to see that. Roads are used to help traders, of course they are. So I do like that the farm is no longer just the best immediately. It feels like the trader should have given more immediate return in the past, and now it does, but you definitely care more about the growth and the long-term benefits of the farm. The minor income of getting the farm earlier, or sorry, the minor income of getting the trader earlier will not outweigh the earlier growth on the farm. Not at all. All right, Olympia has two options. The first is to become a recruiting center, and the second is to do nothing. Now, considering it's going to grow in a few turns and will never actually finish being a recruiting center, it's going to do nothing until it grows. Also, it's going to grow next turn because I'm going to enslave. How's Ellis doing, by the way? Nowhere near 6,000. Yeah, population's just generally not the best in any of these places. It's fine. And we're going to circle around and attack from here, which might seem a little bit weird, but when you see the movement range of the units I've recruited, it will make more sense. By the way, we're attacking them, if that part wasn't obvious. You know, this looks suspiciously like a real army. Ooh, and suspiciously like a real mistake. I bet whoever's here can just walk out and take this city. So this guy actually has to move. But this also doesn't need to be garrisoned anymore because it's no longer the one that's in danger, so we're okay. We do lose a lot of taxes there, but we should make them back up over here. Yeah, it's actually better to tax this place by the look of it. It appears to have been a much higher income settlement. Checks out its higher population, and that tends to be most of the debate. All right, I think that my spy is actually good to go back into the Peloponnese now. Because I don't really care about the Antigonids. They're not going to come for me immediately. The Boeotians aren't a threat. The Athenians are going to be a threat. Like, if anyone conquers this, they become a threat. But for now, that's not a threat. I know Epirus is on the menu, but I also know I need to deal with the stuff to my west before I go there. So the only place I'm getting new information is by going down and into the Peloponnese, making sure that Sparta's not coming for me, because I haven't seen that in a couple of turns. Can't believe I almost forgot to queue up more units. I was wondering why I had so much money at the end of the turn. This is still quite a lot, but we need to queue up more Hoplites and more foreign Thoroughphoroi. And I can't believe I'm saying Hoplites now instead of Hoplites. The community's killing me. Why can't I just pronounce it how I was as a child? Oh no. It looks like I will be able to afford another recruiting center very, very soon, but that's fine because we're actually working towards recruiting archers, and that'll be a great addition to the army right now. Down the line, we're going to want to turn this into a recruiting center. It already has most of the building. Wait, not you. You, I guess? Yeah, you. This already has most of the buildings it'll need, although it's worth noting that this one has the blacksmith, meaning that I probably want these two, and that's going to be a 5-city recruiting center, just like in the dead center of all that I'm using. So I think that's going to be my main recruiting center for the foreseeable future. Down the line, I want Athens to at least be a retraining point. And let's not even talk about going to Syracuse. Also, the fact that this is assumed as the map gets does hurt me a little bit. It was already not great in the old version, but like, this map may as well not be here. Just gonna turn it off. Anyway, there's nothing left to do with this turn, so let's see what's between them, besides a minute-long pause at the Seleucid Empire. All right, I think my diplomats finally made it through. If they're willing to give me money, like a lot of money, they think they're winning? Oh, you're the Achaean League. That makes more sense. Yeah, never mind.
Yes, my lord.
So I know the Antigonids are out here, but I think I already have treaties with them. You didn't want to buy my map earlier, but what if, with my new diplomatic genius, you wanted to buy it for $400 these days? I mean, not to telegraph my intentions, but I'm not sure I want that. There's no reliability that's visible in this game. I don't know if reliability is a hidden variable, though. It's not like the AI fucking trusts me at all anyway. Look at the strength comparison. I can't say yes to an alliance with you. I'm not Sparta. I actually did something when I start. We're trading with the Antigonids. We sold them our map already, so we're just going up the coast and looking to find the new Greek city-states. I wonder if I should cross into Anatolia or come up north here. Not sure. What I am sure of is I need to get a look around with this spy. The Spartans are still sieging the settlement. Their army is still standing here. Coming over, we have the Greek city-states still just milling about with their huge stacks. as sort of a wall in the middle of the Peloponnesus. Right, there we go. That's the line of sight I wanted. No, not quite. If I step over left, can I get it? There we go. That's the Peloponnesus spy spot. That's where you stand him. I can see fucking everything except for one settlement at Sparta at the tip here, and everything else I have vision of. And as you can see, the Antigonians are really just incredibly on the struggle bus here trying to get down. If you were playing Athens and antagonize them, they just look like they dogpile you. But Sparta looks pretty safe to do some opening expansion, same with the Achaean League. In no small part because of this wall of cities with the Greek city-states and their huge fuck-off army standing around it. I wonder why Sparta's not using this army. The reason the siege is still going is because this guy can't use a battering ram, and this army's just standing here watching it menacingly. That's right, King, you starve them to death. We don't need to raise our spears, we're gonna teach them fear. I just learned our default capital can build a blacksmith. We don't actually need to care about that other place. And we'll get this going a lot sooner than anything else we could do. At the same time, do we need it right now? How many turns does this take? 4? The experience bonus to troops trained here will unironically be more valuable than a blacksmith and happen faster. We're gonna take the shrine to Heracles instead. And we're gonna pick up Achaean recruitment in Thermon like we were talking about earlier. And now we're gonna get to the siege. Let's find out what these units actually have. They are not as depleted as I hoped. Also, that is a lot of General Cav. Of course, my army is mostly spearmen at this point. Thank God for that. I just want to see what auto-resolve says it would do. I'm just curious, do they even win? Pyrrhus of Epirus, eat your fucking heart out. For what it's worth, I don't think Siege Total Warfare is a valid criticism of this game. I think it's very much the case that sure, you'll fight a lot of sieges in this mode, but you would be doing that in original Rome Total War as well if you were doing World Conquest. It's just the scale of the map means, like, you're gonna play more of the game, of course there's gonna be more sieges. That said, I do think the developer argument that you can just auto-resolve is a complete farce based on not playing a very hard difficulty. I did not realize there'd be slingers on the other side of this door. We should probably throw javelins at that guy. Really should have paid attention to the range unit composition of the enemies. Also, I'm not quite sure what they're doing with slingers being the guard for the gate. Alright, stop throwing javelins. It's probably not helpful anymore. Think you might be hitting your own guys in the back. So I'm pretty sure the slingers are not the ones who just killed 7 men. 8 men. Meanwhile, the Hoplites over here are preventing us from doing anything, but I mean, we can just grab the ram and move down the wall, right? I said we can just pick up the ram. We appear to be really struggling with that command. Did you get it the 3rd time? Hey, you got the ram, finally. Also, the slingers finally broke. I doubt we can really run them down, though. Alright, the cav is coming. But, like, I'm not sure this is a plan by them. Oh, they're charging in despite being missile cav. Excuse me? Incorrect, sir. The Hoplites got confused and ran away. Not surprised, but I am disappointed. Right, over here, stop, you're good. Right, looks like their shattered units are coming to try to fight my cav. Don't know about that. We can fire at will if anything runs past there. Fire at will if anything runs into range here. They're all coming sideways, interestingly enough. We can still kill this on our way. We don't have to worry about it. Do I want to put this guy inside the walls? I'm worried he'll get stranded and dead. Alright, minor advantages, but I'll take them. We wipe out their missile cav. What was left of it, at least. Who's this clown? Guys. The 3 slingers who survived came back for seconds. It did not go well for them, unsurprisingly. I believe we're down to just 3 units of General's bodyguard. This is 2 of them on top of each other. There's the General and the Spearman. That does look nicely stacked, doesn't it? I mean, they're just asking for it, aren't they? Come on, guys. You can just surrender the city. You don't have to fight to the last man. As you can see, the plan is to get everyone forward, hurl a million spears into them, and win the fight immediately. But, of course, they're reacting. Not super surprised to see it, but sad about it all the same. But that's why we have the spearmen running first, because we knew there was a possibility we'd actually have to fight them. It's also, I have the cavalry here to distract from this. Just going to run them through and try to pull some attention away from this. If it fails, it fails. It's not a big deal. Hey, pathfinding, if you could sort your shit out, like, right now, it's very important. that you got. When I tried to attack something like that, it worked really well for me, actually. Maybe not. Maybe it's not half as important as I thought it was. And they turned around, so who knows? Right, yeah, the horses definitely pulled some attention away. We got some javelin volleys. They're moving. The general's going back the way he came again, but if he gets too close, it'll just run to the point and make him come back. It's looking to me like they're not making it all the way to us, so I'm just moving closer to them where the fight might actually happen, and also setting up to pincer them with spearmen if they actually do run in. But they're not doing that, so we're gonna throw spears at their backs instead, which tends to be a pretty good strategy. So, how do you guys feel about this? You were at like 68? Honestly, a little bit underwhelming. I mean, I'm gonna do it. It's still good. But it's not what I was hoping for. As they run into the horses, it should be a lot better, though, right? No, there's a lot of, like, meaty thuds going off, so it's not bad. Nope, stop. Cease and desist. I don't want to pull them back this time. I want all of them to run forward in the spear-based mosh pit over here. And then when the cavalry comes in and we get on the point, that should result in a fairly quick break. Their spearmen are in the front. That's perfect. It means my cavalry will be very safe to charge in. And with the rally trick, there should be no chance of a general death. All right, please fight these guys. The friendly fire wouldn't even be worth it, would it? Yeah, I wanted to throw spears in their back, but it's just unnecessary. Halt, backspace, nope, cease and desist, you're being played. They're playing us like a goddamn fiddle. Interesting pathfinding. But it is just General's bodyguard, and you are a shitload of spearmen with superior surface area. Though I don't like that part that's happening. I do like most everything else. As soon as the hoplites are out of the way, my cav charges the back. Because they should continue being out of the way, as this guy is going to throw spears at them, bait them around the city. And meanwhile, the family member of the entire family of the Acarnanian League is just being butchered in the street. Yeah, we don't need to stay here. We know this isn't going to work. We were never here to fight. We were here to deal damage. You can fire at will. You're close. Ooh, that is not the route I thought you'd be taking. Glad I came to double check on you. So, they all seem to think defeat's certain. I wonder why. Pull my general back just in case the unspeakable could be happening. Because I forgot to click rally, so I don't know how safe he is. And since they're just pulling back with him, it's not safe at all. Grumble, grumble. You guys feel free to their spears here. I don't quite know where they're going, but it's fine. Victory seems certain for my general. That's what really matters. But they're losing so many fucking men. Because none of this is actually coming. Run forward, you clowns. Like, don't just let him fight it alone. What are you doing? There. That should help quite a fucking lot. Oh my god. I wasn't prepared for the fact they were all just standing still because they were technically fighting already. Right, my general's officially no longer a unit in this battle. Cannot risk him any further. Everyone else, run forward, and if you have fire at will on these guys, feel free to enable it. But we just need to pull out and wait for it. Wait, where's their phalanxes? Where are the phalanxes? Oh, they're right here. I got very worried for a hot second. I think I'm good to just put it on fast forward until these guys are out of ammo, which shouldn't really be too long. Those weren't the best javelins, fam. Before you get tricked again, let me just put it on triple speed until they all kill themselves, because they're going to keep doing this, I think. Yeah. Now, seeing as they're running forward here, they're open on the side. Peloponnese engage. You make sure he's dead. Take the full flank here. No, just throw spears where you are. It's fine. It's fine. You're good enough. They're not looking at you. Alright, now they're looking at you. They're like, wait a second, this is bad. But triple speed win the match. They're gonna rout instantly. Their general's dead. So we lost 100, and that's rough, but considering how many family members they had and how bad the pathfinding was there without me realizing it, I think I'll take it. You'll never guess we're enslaving them. Oh, that was their entire family! I was meaning when I said the entire Acarnanian family, but I guess it was true. Anyway, thanks for 5,000 smackaroos, friends. This does make it a very low priority to go for these rebels, because they are just rebels now. Theoretically, I can let them sit there forever, and when you go for a rebel, you increase your strength, but you don't reduce the strength of your rivals. There's arguments to ignore them then. I really wish my spy were ready to go to Epirus. I thought I was going west. How is my spy looking right now in the Peloponnese? He's got full movement. I know I'm saving the Peloponnese. I'm gonna run full forward up here, see if I get vision of anything. Didn't think I would. That's just a fight not worth taking, right? But taking out the Achaean League actually is worth doing. So what we should be able to do is take all of this. What's the weakest, cheapest unit here? It's probably just going to be by merging this down. Yeah, that's a unit of 27, just enough so that the walls are technically manned. I'm sure they're fucking thrilled to hear it. Oh, they actually are. They're fine with it. Cool. We get in the boat. We move bit by bit to avoid getting surprised by their navy. As I thought, it's just their factionary here. He might be their faction leader by now. But yeah, we can drop this off and start the siege. Battering rams, he's dead next turn. They're still alive over here. I assume they're willing to sue for peace, but I'm not about to make a diplomat over it. Bring this back to here to make sure it's harder. I don't know which port's harder to body block the boat in. But I'm going to assume this one's less likely to get pinned in because of, yeah, diagonal movement here. Repair the walls, build a farm, standard issue. That'll be Olympia growing as well, nice. It's only 112 upkeep for this guy, good for me. I think I'm happy with this turn. I don't think there's a, oh right, yeah, the diplomat. Nope, did him at the start. You look like you're done moving, but that's a lie. You got me.
Yes, my lord.
Anyway, we need to go find more people to trade with, because slowly but surely we're antagonizing every current trading partner we have.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my
I don't know where all the cities are around here, I just know that they do exist.
Yes, master.
Building Q says we're done for the turn. We're recruiting in the only two cities that can recruit. Cool, let's see the next one. Was not expecting to wipe out that faction. We were our first candidate for adoption. He's not terrible. I feel like I just need people to garrison cities. Right, we're making 48.83 a turn. What's the new upkeep for him? 47.77. He's dirt cheap. War declared between the Messene and the Antigonid Kingdom? How? What did you do? Why is this happening? Okay, there's no chance I go up to Epirus and fight this turn. Having seen the army walk away, we're going back down to the Peloponnese spot right here, I think. And getting a view on everything that's happening down here. Apparently Sparta gave up and then they took over the siege. Very funny. Look at all this juicy, juicy population in Corinth just sitting there. I want to dow the Antigonids, but right now, the Antigonids being war out Sparta and the Messene. Is that correct? I feel like I'm leaving out. It might not be how it's pronounced, but that's how it's spelled. And Epirus, like surely their armies are getting mispositioned. Epirus is moving away. I think I'm best regrouping for a turn. Whatever I'm doing, it definitely starts with this siege though. I feel like I'm being griefed. Sir, what the fuck is this? So that we're clear, he didn't get stuck on the corner. He ran back around the corner. I've been trying to fix this for a while now. All right, look, you're around the corner. Please don't go back there again. I've been doing this for way too damn long. Thank Christ. So that we're clear, the way I set up this formation is by doing this. They figured it out the second time around. And again, you'll think that these two people weren't just dragged out into formation considering one's looking the wrong direction, but here we are. I can imagine this being very upsetting and stressful in a battle. Alright, let's see if the plan works. We're gonna throw javelins at the general. He's gonna run this way. It's gonna be great. Oh shit, it actually happens. That's fucking wild. They turned around. Feels a bit late. And if you just might keep doing that, you'll lose a lot of men as you run back and forth. Where are you safe for my javelins? You tell me, Aetolia. Alright, they're joined, they're dead. They're trying to get through to my Javeliniers, and that was almost alarmingly successful. End battle. We lost literally 0 men. Absolutely perfect. You'll never guess we're enslaving them. Are they still alive? Yes, but we are fabulously wealthy. +2 influence and +2 management for all these slaves, I guess. We bring the boat back down, and then we have to make the awkward decision of what to do next. I think first and foremost, this city doesn't get a garrison. We never garrison this, that would be ridiculous. And obviously we destroy their recruitment building. And I guess we upgrade their farms, that seems sensible to me. Although their port without a trader does look uniquely bad. 1 second, how much money would the trader get? Actually, not that much, okay. So the question is now just, where does this army go? Because I'm looking at this, right? My army's depleted. I know if I just go there next turn, they're fucked. Well, we get 2 people on the way there. Like, they can probably meet up with us, right? No, they cannot. Before I can forget about it, let's queue up the next round, though. And make sure everything else is going according to plan on the production front. I don't think fighting for this rebel settlement's right. I think that's just a waste of my time. I think I'd join up with the new armies and the new family member, retrain everyone who's injured, because there's a lot of missing spearmen, a little bit of missing cavalry, some missing javelineers as well. Get my army group together, push through this, and come for Athens, possibly. Or leave that up to block and get to Athens easier, even. To that end, I have been feeling like I need a second diplomat down in the Peloponnese. I don't know if you can recruit something in turn turns. That's not quite right. But yeah, I'm a fan of this plan. We're gonna go for Athens or Corinth next, I think. We don't need this boat anymore, do we? No, we might need it next turn if we're going for Athens. So deleting that boat would be a huge, huge, huge mistake. I cannot overstate how bad that would have been. We have another fan member here. We can retrain all of this. All right. One of the big advantages of being a player is being single-mindedly focused, minimizing your garrisons to just a fan member or just a messed up unit, or even downright nothing, as is the case in some of these places. And this one looks a bit dangerous. You look at it like seemingly in the open, but I promise those hills are not traversable. They're safe. So because I can minimize my garrisons, I've been producing units non-stop and gathering everything into one spot. Even though I've got way less land than someone like the Antigonids, my current standing army is probably the strongest one in the Peloponnesus, barring this nonsense with the Greek city-states in the middle. I've seen what I needed to see over here. Let's head up towards Athens and get a view of this area. For a second, I thought the Antigonids had conquered Athens, which made my life a lot more complicated, but that hasn't happened. What is happening is the Antigonids are not organized at all. This is so slapdash and bad by them. And also, Sparta broke the siege on this place. I think the AI might be shrugging a little bit on the campaign side of things, which is really funny considering how long the turn timer takes for them to just be utterly inept at warfare. But that appears to be what's happening. All that's left this turn is to move this diplomat. Who's that? Wait a second. That was the Seleucids, and so is this. Don't need to go back. I'm gonna give them my trade rights. We're going to sell them map info. Come on, you guys are made of money. It's 600's an easy deal.
Most generous
nice.
Proposal.
I think we want to stay on the coast. I don't think we want to cut directly across. Antigonids were not who I was looking for, I'm going to be honest. There we go, the Ptolemies. Oh, shit, we start off best friends with the Ptolemies. We have a full-on military alliance with them. Holy shit. I want to say there's a new Greek city around here. I'm going to come find them, then cut north before going into Anatolia. I have no idea where Bithynia is. Absolutely fucking none.
I shall speak with them at once.
But I do know that I would like to trade with them and sell them a map. Is 900 acceptable these days? It is. Apparently my map became highly esteemed at some point.
Yes, master.
I found the Thracians. All
I
right.
shall speak with them.
Would you consider...
They want to do map for map, and honestly, fine. Their map was nothing, I think. Did you know of any cities? You knew about these guys. I'm gonna go around like this just to be sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, sure, there's just so many people around. You want to trade?
A most generous proposal.
Let's all get along. And by get along, I mean pay me for my map. Hurry up. Do it.
Regretfully,
Coward.
we must decline.
Look, I'll make you a deal. 50% off, only 400 denarii.
Regretfully,
What
we
a
must
terrible
decline.
businessman. He's got no idea what he's missing out on. And next turn, we'll do some more negotiations with this before heading up to the coast of the Black Sea. And there's no point talking about what we're doing this turn because we're all out of moves. Let's get to the next one and then plan this war with, I think, Athens, maybe the Antigonids. Because I would like to dial Epirus before they get big and out of control, as they are the second strongest starting faction in the area. But right now, they're a potential distraction for the actual strongest faction, the Antigonids, and their land is notably worse than what I can get from Macedon and Athens. First things first, with our new diplomat, do you want
Be
peace
quick.
by, like, any chance?
Our patience
Very
is
demanding.
limited.
But, like, do
Surely,
you?
You jest.
No? I mean, that's annoying, but really not a problem. The other thing I wanted to look at is over here. Is there a general somewhere? Yeah, looking at this area, I was thinking I could just fort this up and then be safe to the north. It looks like there'd be one fort here and then another fort here. Like, I can probably do that. But the question is then, like, who's going to garrison that? That's so expensive. How much does it even cost to build a fort in this version of the game? Only 850. That's not that bad. 1,000 for a watchtower. That's funny. To be fair, the fort has tremendous ongoing cost and the watchtower doesn't. I've got some beat-down garrisons here that are just trash anyway. Building the fort wall doesn't sound crazy. Although it looks like I'm probably would be doing it in Epirus' territory, which might not make them very happy. But I suspect they're already not happy. I don't think it's the right call. It seems like a waste of money to me that we better spent just improving my military and economy. And speaking of military, everyone get in the boats. I don't know who the governor is supposed to be. One second. This guy's the governor. He's got less units and less experience, so that works out great. We can drop them off here. They can march the rest of the way. They won't be able to do it properly. If we had more boats, we could bully through Macedon.
Ships ready!
This guy's in the way of cutting rights. So are the Greek city-states. I think we have to kill the Achaean League just because there's not a clean route past right now. Which means we're likely going to just carve our way straight through into the Boeotians as well, before eventually getting to Athens or Macedon, depending on who I feel more directly threatened by. We don't have to commit right away. We can come here.
Yes, sir!
Alright, if we dropped off here in Fog of War, like I was considering doing initially, it would have been really bad. We'd have pinned ourselves. Yeah, the only place I can drop right now, I can drop them here. And if I do that, I'm not going to be pinned. So let's drop them here.
Ambushing place. So,
We can get to the Antigonids this turn. Yes, that looks like it works. Looking up here, we have a lot of movement left. I think we can do it. So we can get to the Antigonids this turn. It's a scary decision, but they have no recourse against me. Every path to me is through another nation. Down here where I'm most scared, they're completely blocked off. We have found the path to Megara.
back!
Let's get this started.
In the siege!
Rome and Carthage have gone to war right away, apparently. Holy shit. We're going to start the blacksmith in our capital. Get that going with the most high-quality troops we can possibly manage after this war. And I'm hard-pressed not to just build farms when I see the options. I'm going to build farms. I'm going to send this other diplomat into Epirus right now. Eventually, since I can't get peace with the Aetolians, I'm going to send this over to Rome. But for now, I'm using it as a bad spy because I can't recruit spies anywhere.
Ships
This should
ready!
also cut back to the left. I'm going to put it safely in the port.
These ships cannot go there!
Are you
These
sure you
ships
can't?
cannot
Okay.
go there!
Put it safely in this
Set
port.
sail!
And if it can come up and ferry them over to Rome sooner rather than later, that would be nice. But if it can't, it's not a big deal. Just get it in a port and not dead to the Antigonids. And it feels weird to be done with this turn so fast, but it really was just figuring out where to send this full stack. Which, you know, might be the first proper full stack in the Peloponnese. I mean, I guess it's unfair to call it the first proper full stack when it's just 12 guys, but it's definitely closer to a real army than anything else we're seeing. Anyway, that's it for the turn. Sorry, I'm bad at the game. Just forgot about this guy.
A most
Trade
generous
rights.
proposal.
Map info for money.
Regretfully,
You said it was
we must
generous.
decline.
What are you on about? Anyway, that's gonna be it for this turn and for this video. Thank you for watching. I've been having a really good time with 0.6. I hope you've been enjoying watching it as much as I've been enjoying playing it. Thank you to my Patreon supporters, Evan B and Jeffrey B, and I'll see all of you in the next one.